Right. Hey. Hey, hey, welcome. Welcome to, it's Biz Saturdays. What we do, we get to business, talking about business. I'm here live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. So glad that you are here. Hey, Big Daddy J Farm. Lovely to see you. Grand Rising, yes to you too. Thank you all for being here and participating, hopefully in the conversation, or just want to get some tips on what's happening. If you have a question and you don't want to put it in the comments, or for whatever reason you just didn't submit your question in time, you can always submit your question anonymously to qrco.de/successama, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Oh my gosh, today is the last day of November, which means it is essentially December. It is the holidays. It is almost time. It's basically like January. I don't know. I mean, I guess we get to have the holidays, but it basically is like January. So I am just happy that you are all here joining me. Big Daddy, you say, what's the next convention you'll be attending? Oh, that is a great question. I was going to do the healing space at Creating Change, but I guess they decided to nix it. So the next convention that I will be at, hold on, I gotta get my calendar out now, because I was just at one. Vacation, let's see, I don't know the next one that I'll be speaking at is going to be a while from now, but I will be at King Fest in April, and we will be doing the healing space there. In May, I will be at Beyond Leather teaching a couple of classes. But this year, I'm trying to minimize the conventions because I really want to work on my own stuff and get that stuff sorted, just so I can make sure I'm in time for my child to be homeschooled at the age of 5. So I still got about a year and a half left to make that happen. So I'm trying to get all those things sort of in line. But that's the next thing I'm going to. It's going to be, I think, in April. So not sure if you're going to be there, but so let me go find the lives on the other platforms. Yes, absolutely. Please go follow me. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on YouTube. This particular conversation will be on LinkedIn. So yeah, will I attend any of Sir Lisa's parties? I have gotten invited, and I need to figure out. I need to figure out if. When they are, again, because I feel like I have them and then it's like it conflicts with a certain time, so I need to remember like which one. So I will but I will check out his website, so to make sure that I can check out the next party. Can I just give you the convention and dates, and including if you'll go to Hedonism? Yeah, I really want to get back to hedonism. Y'all know I do. I am talking with some folks now, because they were supposed to do a hedonism trip. I was supposed to be there, I think, earlier this year, but then for some reason, I don't know what happened to that. They just kind of fell off. So hopefully I can get to hedonism soon. So I am going to change my camera a little bit because I feel like it is just not. Let me do this. Here we go. Okay, great. Perfect. So yeah, I will definitely want to get to hedonism, and I also want to see, my BFF goes to hedonism every year, so I really want to see when those dates are as well. But I'm going to be having my own events too. I'm going to be having a Taste of Kink in different cities. So I really want to be able to capitalize on where I'm already going to be. Do I have a personal assistant? I do not have, well, I do have an assistant and I have a couple of mentees. So that is sort of in the works right now, but I do not have like a PA that I've hired like full time. But if you're, open to being a personal assistant, just, send me an email at gettips@velvetlipsexed.com and let me know. How can somebody you book you to appear or have you do demos at events? All you have to do is contact me. Again, if you want me to do an event or book me for something, you can just email me at gettips@velvetlipsexed.com. So gettips@velvetlips. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you here on Instagram, and I'll put it for those of you who are not on Instagram. Let's see. I will put it in there for you all to see. So you can always book me, or if you want a demo, just email. And that's gettips@velvetlipsexed.com. Woohoo! Oh, hey, Gerard. Okay. Big Daddy from Instagram. Now you know my government name. Thank you. Now everybody knows your government name now. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all of the questions and inquiries and whatnot. So this is great. So Winnie Poo Poo, hey, so hard to find you on YouTube. Oh, yay. But happy I finally did. Oh, good. I'm glad you found me. So yes, and I'm just joining. Is this just starting? Absolutely. I just started not too long ago. Just answered some questions from Gerard, who asked me about gigs and other conventions and speaking gigs that I'll be at this year or for 2025. Of course, Sex Down South, SDS, I will definitely be there. But the next one that I have booked so far, I believe, is just King Fest, which is in April. In Portland. I think that's the next one. And then in West Palm Beach in May. And so that is what is happening for me so far. But like I said, I'm trying to concentrate on my own business because I'm trying to do some things this year. So I'm super excited about what I have in store for folks, and I'll be working on that all through December. Usually I kind of lay back or lay low for December, or I work really hard because people are panicking about the new year. So usually sometimes I get a lot more clients who are like, the new year's coming and my sex life sucks. So that's what tends to happen, how my December ends up going. So November is usually the time that I've kind of taken off a little bit. But yes, absolutely. You have joined in time. So you are great. Good stuff. So how can somebody become a certified mentor? So this is a really great question. And I'm going to put it in the comments here so people can see the question. And so how can somebody become a certified mentor? So here's the thing. When you are, there is no such thing as sort of a certification or a certified mentor. But if you want to become, like say you want to mentor under me, like you want to be a mentee, then you can apply. So if you just go to pillar.io /one Marla Stewart. So my same handle as all of my handles. I put there in the chat, pillar.io /1 and Marla Stewart. You should find the mentee application. So I'm still just doing, I want 3 mentees right now. I have two that are doing working interviews at the moment. So I'm still looking for more mentees. I haven't solidified the three that I have yet. So if you are interested in being mentored by me, you can fill out the application, which is located there. In addition, on that, there's also annual planning that I'm hosting for free for anybody who wants to come. That will be on December 13th. And that will be, we are just going to talk all about 2025 and getting our project charters and things done for the year. So just really doing some awesome planning so that we are not caught behind, and really, doing the things we can do. Let's see here. I am supposed to be coaching someone today, but it looks like they might not be on or wanting to be on, or maybe they got caught up. But I do want to today. The subject for today is about lawful compliance. And so, all of November, we talked about legal and ethical considerations. The first week we talked about legalizing your business and what that actually looks like, getting your LLC. So important. Make sure you do that in January. Don't do it now. Do it in January because you're going to have to renew in January. But also, thinking about how to legalize your business. So, you're legit, right? And then the second week, we talked about protecting client privacy and confidentiality, what that looks like, NDAs, liability indemnification agreements, all of those things, just to protect yourself, protect your clients, ensure that they are feeling good about having your services. So yeah. Let's see here. Question, do I have a specific gender? If you mean gender identity, yes, I identify as a cisgender woman. I am assigned female at birth. I identify as a female woman, Black female woman. So yes, I do have a gender identity. And my gender, we're talking about masculinity and femininity. I would identify as feminine. Boss feminine, aggressive feminine, but feminine nonetheless. Of course, we all have our, masculine and other characteristics about us. So thank you for that question. Serenity 635, each person can attend and plan for individual projects. Yes, absolutely. So if you go to, for annual planning, it is free. It's a group. So I'm basically going to coach you through how to do the annual planning, what that looks like, how to set your goals and all of those things. And I'm going to give you basically kind of a template that you could use, that you could use so that you can, so you can get your projects and things going. So right now, I'm developing all of my projects for the annual planning, and I'm having my assistant go in and put everything on my task board so that has due dates, right? So things that have due dates. So I know, oh, hey, this thing is coming up, so I need to do this thing for this due date. So that is what I am currently working on. So solidifying dates, ensuring that I can, get these things done. So I will put that actually here. I'm going to put it in there. So sign up for annual planning by going to pillar.io/1MarlaStewart. All right. So So you all have that because it seems like a lot of you are interested in the annual planning. So don't miss that. So sign up again for annual planning by going to pillar.io/one Marla Stewart. In addition, if you want to be a mentee and you want to sign up for that, all you have to do is go to that website as well. That's sort of like my Linktree page, and you can sign up or do the application to be a mentee as well. Do I have a TikTok account? Absolutely. I have a TikTok account. It is under it's number one Marla Stewart as far as the successful content, the successful coaching. And then if you want to know, if you want to see my other page, it is velvetlipssexed.com. And it basically has the E instead of the SX because TikTok, I guess, didn't like, I wasn't active with it. So they just like eliminated it. So there's that. So I do have a TikTok account. So again, one Marla Stewart is going to be the TikTok account. So I got to get my BDSM resume back together and updated. Absolutely. Absolutely. Please get it updated. I always have my classes easily always updated. Any new class. I have a new class that I just taught last at Dark Odyssey Surrender, which is my face slapping mastery class. It was amazing. I gave 15 power slaps to people. It was pretty awesome. So yes, get it in check. Make sure any kind of classes you create, have them on a living document. I always have them on a Google Doc. So I just send that link to folks and people, can check that out. So anytime they want a class or they want to look through the classes, they have that link, which makes me think about like, oh, I need to actually put that on my website somewhere, huh? Right? Like take a look at my classes here. Okay. Let's see here. All right, Winnie. I know I'm already off topic. All the things going on at the same time. All right, so Winnie says, I noticed many popular educators retire from sex ed. This makes me nervous because this is something I want to become certified in. Many say they burn out. How do you manage work-life balance? Oh my gosh, this is such a great question. I do not burn out because I take care of myself every day first. So what that means is I am not, number one, when I wake up in the morning, I have a morning routine. I wake up, I want to get to journaling, meditation. I do it like a daily read. I go and exercise. I do the things that fill me. So fortunately, I haven't I don't believe I've ever burnt out because I love what I'm doing, but also it is hard work. But I always take care of myself first. So the mornings are generally mine. So sometimes if there's group meetings or something in the morning, or say somebody's like, I only can do morning meetings. I'm like, fine, but I'm at the gym, right? So I'm taking a meeting on the treadmill. I'm still taking care of myself, even though I am working at the same time. So when I think about work-life balance, family balance, all of those things, it's prioritizing my health and my mental health, all of those things first, my physical health, my emotional health, prioritizing those first and foremost. So it's sort of like, what they say, fill your cup before you go and try to fill anybody else's stuff. And so that's exactly what I do. And in addition, that means since I do the mornings, I work from about 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock, unless I have a nighttime event or a speaking engagement in the evening or something along those lines. So I generally try to not work past 5 because I want to be home with my child and hang out, make dinner. I love cooking. So it's just that's how I take care of myself too. I love cooking. So I'm like, ooh, I got to cook. I got to do the things, that make me happy. I got to do the recipes that are fun. So I usually try to, in the evenings, try not to schedule anything, try not to schedule too much. Excuse me. And so There are a lot of popular educators, if they burn out, it's most of the time it's because they are not prioritizing themselves, and or they're doing too much and afraid to hire on certain people. So right now, like, I'm doing a lot, and I'm like, well, in order for me to achieve the goals that I need more hands, right? I need more hands, and I'm only one person. So, I have a current mentee assistant that helps with sort of my bigger projects. And right now I'm on the search for 3 other mentees to help. So for me, that exchange feels nice because I'm able to do the things that I need. I recently hired a marketing person who's going to be starting tomorrow. So for me, again, it's really just about, like, if more hands are necessary for you to not burn out. And in order for you to get more hands, that means you got to make more money. And so there's, of course, the ways that you need to do that, because, I got big dreams and goals and things. So, yeah. And a lot of educators, sometimes they don't work for themselves, right? They work for other people, and that's what they do. So, if you want to become a certified sex educator, I highly recommend it. I'm working on my own sex ed certification program. So I'm super excited about that. I'm working on a sexual strategist certification. So I'm just like super excited about that. And I think, when you do it well, it's easier to do and easier to manage. So that's how I manage my work-life balance. I try not to work so much, like Trisha Hershey is like, you got to take breaks, you got to nap, you got to rest, you got to take care of yourself. And that's the only way to really avoid burnout. But really, really great question. Okay. Yes, Winnie. Legal stuff. Okay. So hold on, make sure there's no other questions I have to go back and forth between Instagram and, the YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. So, he said, just need to apply for any position. Yes. Love marketing education. Yes. And actually I'm going to be doing a marketing summit hopefully in the spring. So super excited about that. If you're not on my email list, make sure you do get on my email list, and you can easily get on my email list. By downloading your free social media cheat sheet. So you can download the free social media cheat sheet, or you can go to my website, successful.biz, to sign up. But get your free social media cheat sheet if you haven't already. It's qrco.de/5solutions. So for folks who, tired of being shadow banned and all of that stuff, the person that I had on last week realized when I went to go tag her business, it was shadow banned. And I was like, you're shadow banned, did you know that? So make sure you download my free cheat sheet to make sure you know how to do the things. And then come to my class, because you need to sign up for my class. I have a social media class. It's really, really great. I do not record it because I cater to the people who are in the class. So we take a sort of deeper dive into that. Okay. So again, week 1, we talked about legalizing the business. Week 2, we talked about protecting client privacy and confidentiality. Week 3, we talked about defining your ethics and what that looks like. So thinking about, your ethics, morals, your values, how you implement them into your business, super, super important. And then we kind of had to skip a week. So we kind of talked, we didn't really talk about understanding contracts and legalese. And so here's the thing. When you are you want to go in business with someone, it is super, super important to understand contracts, understand legalese. I remember about to sign a contract, and I was like, this contract is like telling me something else, and like, this is not what the contract says. They were like, oh, it's just a standard contract, just sign it, kind of thing. And I was just like, but it doesn't even say like the right things, right? And so there were some people like, yeah, it doesn't say the right things. Like, understanding legalese is a whole thing. And if you have a problem understanding what a contract says, you really, really need to have someone else review it and break it down to you in plain language. I generally, I thought about becoming a lawyer at one point, so I understand legalese very well. So I do my own contracts. And, I get them, of course, from templates and whatnot. And if you're in my program, you have access to those templates. So you don't even have to make up your own contracts. You can just stick your name on the contracts and modify it however you want to modify it. But essentially, super, super easy to have that language. Let's see, what else? So understanding contracts, again, if you are like, don't understand or don't, find someone to help you with it. You can Google contracts. You can even, there's so many, like LegalZoom and all sorts of different, ways that you can find contracts. You don't even have to, because sometimes I think they want you to maybe pay, $10, $20, $30 for a template or whatever. Yes, you can do that, but you can probably find them online as well. And like I said, if you are part of my program, you already have those things, so it's easy peasy for you to get that done. So if you are not in my program, though, I highly suggest that you get on it. You can apply to be in my official program today. The website you can just go to is successful.biz. And you can apply, and I'm so excited. I want to read this email to y'all because I was just like, holy cow, this was so amazing. Like, the testimonial I got, I was just like, wow. So, I want to read this email to y'all because I was just like, blown back. So it says, Dear Marla, I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for the opportunity to be part of your program and for the transformative work you do. As I approach 2 years of sobriety, I'm reflecting on the incredible support and alignment I found with mentors like you. Emerging from functional freeze and chronic dissociation, I've been working to repattern trauma narratives, and your program has been instrumental in helping me along this journey. What I've gained from your program goes beyond the content itself. Your support feels solid, and the way you present your material makes it so relatable and manageable. It's been deeply impactful, and I don't think I've shared this before, but I first connected with you during the Women on Fire virtual retreat in 2020 with Imagine. It feels so divinely timed to now be working with you more closely. In this relatively short time, I've noticed profound shifts in my nervous system. I'm breaking out of being stuck and creating real momentum. I've been showing up more consistently, though still imperfectly, in my various roles, and those around me have reflected these changes back to me. This experience has been transformative, and I'm so grateful for the trust you've placed in me and for helping me see my own potential. I continue to receive therapy with the Black feminist therapist and a sex worker, which has also been life-changing and affirming. Your work is equally life-affirming, and I'm so thankful for it. On a personal note, I'm celebrating an exciting milestone. In December, I'll be getting paid to speak about burnout in advocacy spaces through the Woodhull Foundation and a New Moon Network. I'll even be using your tips from your How to Seduce Your Audience presentation. So thank you for that too. Doing this for Woodhull will also make me eligible to teach a paid class in February 2025 through New Moon Network, which feels like such an incredible step forward. I'm beginning to position myself as a professional mental health provider and advocate. One of my action items is to explore working with health insurance, and I know I need to get on the strategy calls with you to map this out. Now that I've completed another round of the Applied Neuro Group application, I have more time to dedicate to these next steps. Your program has brought so much clarity and confidence, and I know I'll need to continue working with you beyond the 6 months if you'll have me, of course. So thank you again for creating a space that fosters such meaningful growth. Your devotion to this work has had a profound impact on me, and I'm endlessly grateful for you. Mari de Luna, she, they pronouns. So super excited. So I was just like, oh my gosh, that was really incredible email. And I just want to thank you so much, Mari, for trusting in me and trusting yourself and getting these gigs. And so like, I'm just super, super excited for you. Yes, when he said, okay, that letter is inspiring. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Okay. When he's like, okay, get to it. Okay, legal question. Do you know if there's a way to do business without use of legal name? Yes, absolutely. I've had issue with stalkers in the past and would like to create an LLC, but with work name. Do you know how to do this? Absolutely. Yes, definitely. You should do that, especially if you've had, I have plenty of colleagues who have different names that they go by that are not their government names, right? And of course, their business name, their LLC is going to be different. But yes, you can. I highly suggest if you've had stalkers in the past, absolutely, please create an LLC that is a general LLC without your name. My LLC is Velvet Lips LLC, right? So you don't have to use your legal name. You don't have to, you can just use your business name. And only if you're getting paid by a certain person, and hopefully they're not stalking you, that they will be able to see like your legal name, maybe on a W-9 or something like that, if you're like independent contractor for something like that. But otherwise, you can just, use your LLC name. So yes, please, you can definitely do your business as your your legal name is already going to be attached to your business, but people won't necessarily know that. And you can use if you want to register your business and you don't want to be like the member to register it, you can also do that as well. So you can have someone else maybe register for you. And that way you will not have like your name even associated with the your legal name will be associated with the LLC, but like as far as registering, it might be different names. So honestly, that's going to be, now I'm like, that's kind of a hard question. I'm pretty sure you have to use your legal name in some way, shape, or form, but not necessarily as an LLC. So I will get with my lawyer friends just to solidify that, to make sure I'm giving you I'm not a lawyer. I do not give legal advice. So there's that. So I just want to let you know that that's that. Okay, when he said how to seduce your audience, foundations, yes. Is this a workshop we can purchase separately? So I am actually thinking about putting my courses out for the public. Usually it was just for people in the program, who have access to it. But I am thinking about putting certain classes out to the public that you can purchase separately. So I will be working on that in December, and hopefully by January, you should be able to see those. But again, make sure you are signed up on my email list to get that in time. Oh yes, great, thank you. You are welcome. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of the conversation. I really appreciate all of your amazing questions, and I'm so happy that you're here. In addition, I said in the spring, I will have a marketing summit. So I am super excited about that. So I'm putting all of those pieces together. So you will see things about that shortly. Candace said, oh, good. Not ready to join the membership, but there are some classes that sound good. Good. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna put those out there. And of course, if you always want to do a one-on-one session, that's always a possibility as well. But I will get my classes out there, or some of my classes out there for you all, so you can get what you need. All right, y'all. Yeah, I think that is about it. I'm going to have some new perks and things, especially like if you're an Instagram subscriber, I am going to be doing special things for folks who are on IG and are like, hey, I can't dedicate maybe the 6 months, to bettering my business, but maybe, I can subscribe to some motivation. I'm happy to make that happen for you too. Where will this marketing summit be? It will be virtually, it will be online. So the marketing summit will be online. Just like last year, I had the business summit. I will be putting that out as well. So you will see all of those things on the summit. But make sure you are signed up on my email list so that you can get those, so that you know what's happening and when. All right. Yes. Round of applause. Thank you so much. Yes. On LinkedIn. Let's see. It says, I didn't realize how many live workshops you've done recently. I just looked at them and none of them have the topic for each video, which makes it hard to find the ones I'd like to watch. Oh, you're talking about the Biz Saturdays. So yes. So I do this every Saturday where I come to answer people's questions, or if you want to get live coaching, I am you can email us and you can get on to get some live business coaching. So that's what this is on Saturdays. That is one of my assignments, is to go back through the videos and to start doing time slots so people know what the topic is for each video. So yes, don't worry. I'm getting in line, but thank you, Winnie. Thanks for calling it out. This is because it's done via StreamYard. I have, I just kind of do the date so that it sets it up for that time. But I just want people to remember Biz Saturdays and then the topics. I'll get the topics out for you. So Gerard says it's my LinkedIn. Sorry, no profile picture. Awesome. Thank you for following me everywhere. Still looking for me on YouTube? No worries. It's at one Marla Stewart. It's the same handle. So youtube.com/ at one Marla Stewart. So should be still there on the YouTube. Yes, Winnie, thank you. Great video today. Thank you. You're welcome. And again, if you have questions, please feel free to put your questions anonymously by going to the website qrco.de/successama. Even if you want to be on the show or be here every Saturday with me, get some free coaching. Looks like the person didn't show up for today, but that's okay. Maybe they'll show up at another time. But if you want to get some coaching from me, please feel free to, you can use that form to sign up as well, and I will get you on. I believe next week I will have somebody else on, so we will see. I think that's about it, y'all. I hope you all have a wonderful and amazing Saturday. I answered a lot of questions today. Let me make sure I don't have anything else going on. What app am I using to bring my comments to one screen? I'm using StreamYard. So if you go to YouTube, if you go to my YouTube channel, it'll have it, or maybe even LinkedIn too. I think any of those, it'll say if you want to do this on StreamYard, you can do it. It has a little affiliate code. So you can click on that and you can use StreamYard. So yeah, I like this app just because I use it for my podcast as well. And, I like the scrolling and it's really easy to navigate, super user friendly. So I'm a fan. So that is what I use, StreamYard, to do that. And one day I'll have someone who's doing all the clicking and things for me so I don't have to do them myself. All right, y'all. Again, thank you all so much for joining me here on Biz Saturdays. I hope you got a lot out of this conversation. We talked about a lot of things. Next week, we are going to be talking about, it's going to be the month of December. So December is all about overcoming challenges, achieving success. And so the first week, we're going to talk about navigating stigma. Being in this industry is not easy. Having an adult brand, being, involved in all the things. So that, have to do with sex can be, a little daunting for folks. So, and with the changes that are happening with the presidency, we know that we are probably going to be attacked more than ever. So it's about time we're going to have to adjust if we're going to be on these public platforms. So anyway, navigating stigma, and maybe that's within your business or maybe that's personally. We're going to talk about that next week. Hopefully we will have a guest on next week to be coached. I have one lined up, so hopefully they show up. And I will see you all next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead of you. Stay busy, stay productive, and please try your best to be successful. Have a good one.